All right, thanks, guys. The Thunder take on the Knicks. That's going to be a 12:30 Eastern tip-off in New York. The Thunder opened the betting as the 8.5-point favorite. They're now -9. Total open 228.5 down to 227 and a hook. 62% are leaning OKC, 54% shaded toward the over. And at the moment, New York is plus 350 for some money line cash. Now, the Knicks are 5-2 against the spread in their last 7, 8-4 ATS in their last dozen. OKC on the other side, well, they're covering just 33% of their games at the current point spread. They're also covering 43% of their games as the official road favorite. Now, when it comes to the scoring, OKC is just 29% to the over on the road, taking on teams allowing more than 102 per contest. So with all that said and done, I'm going to lean toward the home dog in this one. Give me the New York Knicks +9 in the under 227.5 in that one. And before we go ahead and move on, I just want to quickly welcome you to the show. Got some lines and personal leans out for Monday's NBA action. Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. But before we go ahead and get into some more of that, I just want to quickly take a time out and just invite you to check me out at patreon.com/Brock page. And with a documented record of 12-6 in my last 18 daily best plays, you're certainly costing yourself some valuable information each and every day you're not subscribed to that website. Now, memberships begin at just $1.99 per month. There's also plenty of free content there as well. So once again, please feel free to just hit that pause button right now and open up your browser. All you got to do is type in patreon.com/Brock page. It'll only take you a couple of seconds. The link is in the description section below. And if you are a current patron of mine and you're currently watching me right now, I simply cannot thank you enough. You most certainly make it all worth it. And with all that said and done, let's go ahead and hop right back into some more lines and personal leans. All starts Eastern Standard Time. And on deck, we've got Bulls, Cavaliers, 1 o'clock Eastern tip-off in Cleveland. Now, the Chicago Bulls open the betting as the 3-point favorite. They're now down to -2. Total open 212.5 up to 213 and a hook. 55% are leaning Chicago, 68% shaded toward the over. And at the moment, the Cavs are +105 for some money line cash. Now, the Cavaliers are 7-6 against the spread, taking on teams under 450. They're also covering 50% of their games at the current point spread. Now, Chicago on the other side, they're just 1-5 against the spread in their last 6, 5-19 straight up in their games away from home, and they're 29th in offensive scoring. Now, when it comes to the scoring in this matchup here, Chicago's 7-1 to the over in their last 8, Cleveland 80% to the over in their last 10. So with all that said and done, I'm going to lean Cleveland +2 and the over 213.5 in that one. Sorry, the iPad's a little bit screwy. Next game I have for you, it is going to be Dallas at Milwaukee, 2 o'clock tip-off at the Bucks. Milwaukee opened 11 up to -11.5. Total open 227.5 down to 226 and a hook. 54% are leaning Dallas, 62% shaded toward the over. And at the moment, the Mavs are +560 for some money line cash. Now, if you like the Mavs in this one, just keep in mind they're taking on a Milwaukee squad who's first in home scoring. They're also first in the association in offensive rebounding. They're taking on a Dallas team who's just 2-12 straight up in their last 14 on the road. They also have Dennis Smith, doubtful with some type of illness. Now, scoring-wise, Dallas is 7-2 to the under in their last 9. Milwaukee, 71% to the under in their last 7. So with all that said and done, I'm going to purchase the half a point, slide it down, take Milwaukee -11 in the under 226.5 in that one. Next game, Pistons at the Wizards, 2 o'clock Eastern tip-off in Washington. No line currently for this game. That line should be released at about 11:30 Eastern Standard Time Monday morning. Next game, Magic and the Hawks, and same song and dance there. 3 o'clock tip-off in Atlanta. No lines for that game. Those lines should be released by noon Eastern Standard Time. Next game, Kings at the Nets. That's going to be a 3:30 Eastern tip-off in Brooklyn. The Nets open -4 down to -3.5. Total open 229.5 up to 230. 60% are leaning Brooklyn, 53% shaded toward the over. And at the moment, Sacramento's +135 for some money line cash. Now, if you like Sacramento in this one, they have successfully covered the number in 4 out of their last 5. They're also covering 70% of their games following a day off. Now, on the Brooklyn side, they are 27th in the association in defensive scoring at home. They're also 25th in defensive field goal percentage. And when it comes to the scoring, Sacramento's 16-6 to the over away from home. Brooklyn 70% to the over in their last 10. So with all that said and done, I'm going to purchase the half a point, buy it up, and take Sacramento +4 and the over 230 in that one. Next game, Pelicans at the Grizzlies, 5:30 tip-off in Memphis. No line for that game. Look for that line to be released at around noontime Eastern Standard Time. Next game, Heat at the Celtics, 6 o'clock tip-off in Boston. The Celtics are -7.5, total open 215.5 down to 215. 64% are leaning toward Boston, 65% shaded toward the over. And at the moment, the Heat are +275 for some money line cash. Now, Boston 17-5 straight up at home, 15-7 against the spread in that same category. The Celtics are also third in home defensive scoring, third in defensive field goal percentage at home, and second in home defensive three-point percentage as well. Now, when it comes to the scoring, Miami's just 33% to the over in their games at the current posted total. So I'm going to purchase the half a point, slide it down, take Boston -7 and the under 215 in that one. Next game, Rockets at the Sixers, 8 o'clock tip-off in South Philly. The Sixers opened -6 all the way down to -4.5. Total open 233 and a hook up to 234. 66% are leaning Houston, 75% shaded toward the under. And at the moment, the Rockets are +165 for some money line cash. Now, if you like Philly in this one, they are 4th in home scoring, 3rd in home offensive rebounding. Houston on the other side, well, Chris Paul is out and Clint Capella is out as well. They're also covering 38% of their games away from home. Now, when it comes to the scoring, Houston is 42% to the over on the road. Philadelphia just 1-3 to the over in their last 4. I'm going to purchase the hook, slide it down, take Philadelphia -4 and the under 234 in that one. All right, next game I have for you, it is going to be Trailblazers at the Jazz, 9 o'clock tip-off in Utah. The Jazz are -4.5, totals 215. Portland's ranking 28th in defending the 3-ball. They're also ranking 21st in defending the field goal on the road. Portland's covering just 40% of their games away from home. They're also 5-10 against the spread as the official road underdog. Now, when it comes to scoring, Portland's 5-1 to the over in their last 6. Meanwhile, on the other side, Utah ranks 13th in home three-point shooting. So with all that said and done, probably should see some scoring in this one. I'm going to purchase the hook, slide it down, and take Utah -4 and the over 215 in that one. All right, next and final game for the NBA slate. It is going to be Golden State at the LA Lakers, 10:30 tip-off in Los Angeles. Golden State's -10.5, total open 235, down to 233 and a hook. 64% are leaning Golden State, 63% shaded toward the over. And at the moment, the Lakers are +535 for some money line cash. Now for the Lakers, LeBron, Rondo, and Lonzo Ball all marked out for this game. And on the Golden State side of things, they're first in the association in road scoring, first in road field goal percentage, and first in three-point percentage as well. Now, when it comes to the scoring, the Lakers are 75% to the under in their last 8. So with all that said and done, I'm going to purchase the hook, buy it down, and take Golden State -10 and the under 233.5 in that one. All right, guys, let's go ahead and slide into some college basketball action. We're going to start off with Maryland at Michigan State. That's going to be a 6:30 Eastern tip-off at Sparty. Michigan State -9.5, totals 148 and a hook. 60% are leaning Michigan State, 54% shaded toward the over. Now, Maryland is 5-0 against the spread in their games away from home this season. They also rank 4th in the nation in defensive rebounding and 8th in home defensive scoring. Michigan State on the other side, well, they're just 4-6 against the spread in their last 10, taking on Maryland. When it comes to the scoring, Michigan State is just 4-7 to the over at home this season. Maryland on their side of things, just 33% to the over on the road. So with all that said and done, I'm going to purchase the half a point, buy it up, and take Maryland +10 and the under 148.5 in that one. Next game, Virginia Tech at UNC, 7 o'clock tip-off at UNC. The Tar Heels open 5 down to -4. Total open 157 down to 155. 60% is leaning toward the Tar Heels, 52% shaded toward the over. UNC's 5-2 against the spread in their last 7, 11-5 against the spread when laying the points. The Tar Heels are also 5th in offensive scoring and 2nd